Welcome to Cooking with Fire. What do you have a taste for? What do you have a taste for? What do you have a taste for? Cooking with fire, what's your desire? Let me make you some good to eat. It be so good you'll fall asleep. Now you're cooking with fire, elevating dishes higher. Let me fix you something good and sweet. What's up, what's up? How y'all doing this evening? Or is it morning? Or is it afternoon? I don't know what time you gonna tune in, but here's another episode. Welcome to Fire's Place, Cooking with Fire, okay? So what we're gonna be doing tonight is I'm gonna be showing you a simple recipe, elevating just some canned foods, basically dealing with, we have black beans and pinto beans, okay? And we're going to be also adding, these are not pork and beans, they're baked beans, okay, without the pork. So they're the baked beans, okay, already. Using some organic ground beef is what I'm using right here, okay? And then we have some also canned tomatoes. But in these canned tomatoes, I've added some cilantro and parsley flakes, okay? And I did season them already. You can get a can that's already seasoned with all of this stuff, but I just got one so I can regulate what I want to put in it myself. So let's get started with our vegetables that we'll be using. As a lot of you know, that we will also be using my seasonings here, the paprika, smoked paprika, along with the turmeric. Right here we have the onion powder, and we have the garlic, and we have pepper. Right here we have Himalayan salt and sea salt, okay? My vegetables this time that I will be using, along with a package of this onion mix right here. We will be using leeks, we will be using celery, we will be using white onions, little purple onions, okay? So what we're going to do is we are first going to start with getting our vegetables cooked down. So you can meet me back here. Alright, so first thing we do is always cook my vegetables. Okay. We have 2 tablespoons of oil. Oil of your choice. I just have a regular vegetable oil. It's what I'm using. And so the object is to kind of cook your vegetables down. Okay. And I'm going to put a little dash of seasoning in with these at the same time. So Himalayan salt, and we will say about a half, 1/4. You see, I haven't done it yet. So I'm doing it really super light, okay, of the salt there, and a little turmeric and paprika. All right, a little bit more. We're going to mix that up though, leave it right there, because we're going to still add these same, and this is the garlic powder and a little bit of pepper right there. We're going to still add these same seasonings in with the ground beef. But this is make sure that your vegetables, it's not plain either. Alright. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is we're going to go over here, back, and we're going to get the ground beef ready. Okay? Alright. And we're going to take that off, put that to the side for a minute. So now we're going to get the beef ready, since we have those ready for the beef. Let's get the beef ready for those. Alright. So here we are now. We are going to get our meat prepared, okay? And so one of the first things that we're going to do is I love to add Okay, I love to add a package of this, and this is the onion. Okay, you can make dip with it, but I like it dry. And so what we'll just do is just add that in there. Okay, so we have that in there. And then we're going to add a half a teaspoon of the mixture, F.I.A.'s mixture, okay, of your garlic powder, onion, and pepper mixture together. Half a teaspoon of your paprika, turmeric, and smoked turmeric together, okay? And half a teaspoon of the Himalayan salt and sea salt mixed together right there, okay? So, on top of that, we're going to add our diced tomatoes, okay? And what I've put in them already is some parsley and also some cilantro. So we're going to also get that mixed in with it at the same time. Almost like a meatloaf is what it really kind of looks like. So then what I'm going to do now is we're going to pre-mix it. Get it mixed all up really good. I do need to get some better gloves, that's for sure. I will remember. I don't know how many times I've been to the stove. And so remember the tomatoes, all of this, that's mixed in. It is almost like a meatloaf. And then we're going to come and then we're going to unite all of this with what's already, the other vegetables that are already in the skillet. Get this mixed up really good. Fold it in. Alright, now this is ready to go into the skillet and unite with the rest. Alright. Alright, so this is the part where we add and we mix. You know, I like to always make a well in the middle. It's kind of heavy there. Kind of get this going here. Break that up a little bit. And because everything is already seasoned, there is no more season to be, you know, had. So, I'm just going to come around the edges. Slowly kind of unite all that together. So it can get cooked in together. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let this cook. And I will keep stirring and tossing and turning. But I won't bore you with that part. I'll be right back when this is all done and ready. Well, actually, yes, for this part. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to put the mixture of the beans in the pot. So let's do that while this is cooking. All right. Now what we're going to do, the pot is heated. So what we're going to do is add our beans. Okay, and I put the maple in first. We put that one in first. Okay, that's your sweet. So we're looking, you know, this is going to be like a sweet, savory dish is what's going on. So we got those going in there, melt down, you know, the brown sugar and the maple. You would think you're getting like these Boston baked beans, but there's an interruption. Here comes the black beans and the kidney beans. So they're going to get all mixed all up in there together. And so while they are getting all mixed in together, they're going to be just kind of sitting there chilling while we go over here and get and check on, you know, the collaboration with the ground beef, okay, and the vegetables. Gonna add all them together, okay? So we're gonna see what they doing over here. Let's move on. Let's move on over here. Let's ease on down the road. So looks like it's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there. But we're gonna let it cook a little bit longer. I want it to brown. You know what I'm saying? I want this to like really kind of dry out and get brown. But let that cook just a little bit more. So everything right now, both eyes is going on, okay? And so I want to give these both at least another, I'm going to say 6 minutes. I want them to cook, kind of dry out more. At least another 6 minutes. Spread that out. Which is also going to give these guys, they're on low. So what they're just doing is marinating together basically. And so we're going to let them marinate. Okay? Give everybody calm down. Give y'all 6 minutes and we'll be back. Alright. It's the final finishing time of tasting time. So it's also the time to call in the cameraman. Jordan, come on in. Let's eat. Let's eat. Because that's usually what it really be. We just be sharing our little dinner with you. We just sharing our dinner once a week with you, what we do. What's up? What's up? So as you saw what we was creating, what you thinking? Let's dig in. Looks good, huh? So let's dig in. Let's see what we working with. Hey. And this is over some rice.
I'll go.
That is really good. That's good. I could go with a little bit more salt. I would say that. A little bit more, yeah. It's really good though. That's just my thing. Very good, hearty, still good. One of the things I do with these, even though we did use canned beans, everything was canned except for the rice, but I've made this with just in the crock pot with the beans themselves. You know, I have every one of these beans themselves, just doing them yourself. Whoa. It's even a more...
My bad.
Hey, did you like that? Trying to figure out what it is, huh?
After sip cheers.
So what we are sipping on is, how do we say that?
That's fun Moscato.
It's a Moscato, okay? But it says 5. There's a number 5. I don't know what it is,
fun.
but it was a...
Yeah, it's 5 fun, whatever.
5 fun. That's what it looks like. F-U-N-F. I have no clue, but that's what it is.
Or maybe it's fun 5 or 5 fun. Maybe that's what that F at the end is. It should say on the back. There's probably like a little story. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, fun begins
at 5.
At 5.
No, fun F was probably fun 5, but fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's the way they did it. Fun begins at 5. So, all right. I don't know. Fun can begin anytime you want it to begin, right? That's what I would think. So anyway, if you don't know what to do with some of those canned foods, add you some meat, some vegetables to it, cook it down, throw it over some rice, and you got yourself a good hearty meal. But to even make it more heartier, soak your own beans overnight. You know, half a cup of each bean that you would like. Okay, put it in the crock pot, get your meat done, bam, over rice. It's even a more, you know, it's way more healthier actually. But if you don't have access to that, this is still a really good meal. It'll fill you up. Have everything you need. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button. Bell. Okay, so you can get notifications when we do another episode with Cooking with Fire.
Hey.
Love you. Peace. Subscribe. Click like. Subscribe. Click that like. Cooking with fire. What's your desire?
Let me make you something good to eat. It be so good you'll fall asleep. Now you're cooking with fire, elevating dishes higher. Let me fix you something sweet. I put a wiggle in your feet.